Hey, what's up, everybody? Gonna go ahead and do our weekly review for the 7th through the 13th of October 2018. As always, regular disclosure, basically summed up in a nutshell. Don't trade money that you can't afford to lose. We are here, though, for educational purposes only. If you'd like more support, we do have a Facebook group. There's a link to our page on our YouTube channel, so you can go there and request to join our group if you'd like additional help and support from everybody in the group. So let's get on to the charts. First one, ACAD. It is pretty much about as low as it's been for a few years now. If I go to the weekly time frame, you can see way back in 2015 time, we're already at the lows from that. So I'm looking for it just to pretty much stay above this, maybe retest around here. If we do kind of break under that level, we could possibly hit down there. Maybe our take profit one and then reverse off of there, but I'm really looking for it to kind of stay right around this area there. Like I said, possibly as low as that before we get our reversal on up for ACAD. ACHEF has fallen nicely last week off of a retest zone and everything. We are at our short take profit one area already, so I'm kind of looking for a little bit of a pullback, probably towards these EMAs, and then maybe get a strong, if we do get a strong break of it, we'll probably hit our take profit two. If not, and it does manage to keep going up, then we can look for the full reversal and possibly hit take profits up here, depending on how Australia and Chef react to each other. AJ, it's kind of, it dropped good as well last week, but it's also in one of our buy zones. It's getting pretty low, so I'm looking for a little bit of movement in this area for a little bit and wait and see which direction it breaks out. Whatever way it breaks out, I'm kind of looking for it to hit the take profit either to the short area or the long area. I kind of think it's going to go down and hit the take profit one down here first and then get a reversal on up. It could be a strong one, pushing back up at least to our retest zone, possibly up to the take profit one by the end of the week. Australia, New Zealand. Like I said, this one's one I don't really care to trade. You can see last week it stayed range bound, the week before, week before, so about 2 months at least, just from what we can see. It's pretty much been in this range, so more so just really looking to, buy and sell off the support and resistance areas if you really want to trade that one. Australia dollar, US dollar. They have dropped down a little bit, similar. This one would be similar to ACAD. I think we may go ahead and get this little break of this breakout area down here and probably hit our shorter term target and then possibly look for a reversal around that area to go on up. CAD Chef, it did jump up nicely. So now we're looking for it to kind of consolidate maybe a little bit for a few days. If we do get the breakout down, then we'll probably hit right around our take profit one, or maybe one of these 3 EMAs before it may just kind of hit one of them and bounce around a little bit. If we do get a strong breakout from this take profit one area, then we can look for take profit two to get hit, and then the possible reversal from there. CAD Japan, very similar. It's kind of consolidated a little bit. It did have a nice jump up, so I'm kind of looking to see what happens here if we do get that little breakout right where it is at pretty much. I'm thinking we'll probably get a retesting right around our take profit one area and then a nice move back up off of it. Basically with the take profit areas, usually you'll see that it either hits them, stays there for a couple candles, and then it'll either break it real strong down, or sometimes it just hits it real quick and then literally reverses really strong up. So that's why they're kind of key areas to watch. Chef Japan, same thing. It's went down. I'm thinking we'll probably get a small break out of that, hit our target down here, then a nice strong reversal up, possibly a move to our take profit one. If it hits that, since it is lined up perfectly with the 800 EMA as well, I'm looking for a real strong reversal right in that zone if it hits that, but it may just stay right around here and then go up, but just watch that one. That should be a nice move up though for that one. EA went up nicely. So now I'm just kind of looking for some retesting right around this zone, and then further movement on up to our take profit one, then probably retest around here, then hit our take profit two possibly, and then retest in that zone as well. ECAD did drop nicely. It is testing right around our breakout area, looking for it really to just try and stay above our retest zone, possibly as low as the lower one a little bit down here, but then make its way up towards the take profit one sometime this week. eChef, it's kind of been neutral with this more of a long-term trend going up, nice and slow though, so I'm just kind of looking for that one just to kind of maybe test our retest zone again, then go back up, hit our shorter term one, then hit this area, then work its way towards a long take profit one, but nothing too quick with eChef really. Euro pound, we are kind of in a retest zone that I had to draw from way back. Because of where we're at, but I do like the setup, so I think it's going to play out real similar to what it did before, so I'm looking for it to kind of just stay right in this zone for a little bit, and then go ahead and make its way back up towards our take profit one. This is one I don't really care to trade either. It's not really that much movement most of the time. Euro Japan, we already went and hit our retest zone and all that, so I'm just looking for it to kind of, since we do got these EMAs right here, it'll probably be fighting them a little bit, so look for probably a little break of the 200, then it may be fighting around the 800, possible pins and stuff towards our take profit one. As long as it's holding above that area, then we can look for the reversal after that, back on up, probably at least to the lower part of our retest zone, possibly, you know, if it can break up above it and start retesting above it, then look for further movement on higher, but for at least this week, probably be fighting around this area, test there, and then probably get back up around where it started for the week. Euro New Zealand did jump up nicely. We are right dead on our take profit one area, so look for probable reversal and testing right around this area at least for now, and then once we can get a stronger break of the take profit one area and it's retesting above it, then probably movement on up towards the take profit two, but for now it may go ahead and retest this area first before it does continue on upward. Euro dollar, looking for it to just kind of finish its movement on down at least towards our take profit one, and then probably reverse on out after that, and at least test one of these EMAs, and then maybe use this as support after that while it's testing those until it starts breaking above them and retesting above them, then work up towards our retest zone. Pound Australia, it's broken up above our retest zone nicely. Looking for it to just kind of mainly retest this zone and get towards the shorter term take profit for this one, then probably retest there and then get back up towards our longer take profit one area as well. Pound Canada, it is near our breakout area, so this one kind of just wait and see if we do break out above this, then look for it to hit a shorter term target. I just want to kind of trade this one carefully. So if you do get it above this area, then look for it to hit that area. If we get under the short area, then look for it to hit this target down here. So, but I am looking initially for the pullback towards our retest area and then movement back up, at least towards our breakout area. It may fight this. This may be like a resistance, but if they do get a good move up above it, then we should be able to get that target hit initially. Like I said, I think we may get a little bit of a move up and then probably retest there and then go back up for pound Canada. Pound chef, we're also at our take profit one reversal area, so same thing, looking forward to just kind of use, probably since we got the 800 right here as well, it may use that as support, or this is support. It may just kind of fight in that little area for a little bit, or possibly get down to the 50 and use that area as support for a little bit. That may be about all it does. It may not move too much, honestly. Pound Japan, it's pretty much been range bound for a couple weeks now, 1, 2, 3 weeks. This week it kind of made a little bit of a move up, but then other than that, it's been in this range. So I'm more so waiting for this one to break above this level or under this level, because everything is kind of dead center. So I'd look for more so sells under here towards these targets if you want a quicker trade, and buys above this towards these targets for, like I said, a quicker but safer trade. Pound New Zealand did jump up nicely. We're at our take profit 2 area, so I'm looking just to see if it retests, you know, around this area while all the EMAs are catching up with it, and then could get further movement on up near the take profit 3 area, or at least in our sell zone. So you could have a target if you wanted something safer just under the sell zone we got right there, just to make sure it gets hit, because it may not hit the take profit 3 since it did have a lot of movement upwards last week. It could people maybe just taking their profits and drive the price back down a little bit, but I'm looking for it to at least stay in this range. Pound dollar did come down, got a little bit of a reversal on that one mid part of last week, so looking just for this one to basically stay above our retest zone, possibly, you know, hit somewhere in the middle of it, and then continued movement on up, working its way towards our shorter term target, possibly the long term target. Most likely it's going to hit the 800 EMA, which is right in between them, so that's where I'd really look for the target. It's just under that EMA to make sure your order gets filled on that one. New Zealand CAD, it did drop nicely as well. So I'm just kind of looking for this one because it is real low. It is ready, definitely, to get ready to come back up. So as long as we stay above this area right here, we should be safer to look for buys now, because this is a giant buy zone anyways. So it's been just kind of working in it really for almost a month now or longer, you know, right off of it and everything. So just kind of look for trades within it. This one I'd probably just more so try to find some buys if you can, but if it looks too difficult for this one, just stay away from it. So I tell people you don't have to try and trade every pair, so if it isn't real clear, leave it alone. But I am looking for this one to at least actually start making its way back up. So once we get above this retest zone, really, those would be that would be the area I'd more so be looking for the buy. So at least let it get back above this area. So if it kind of makes a way up and then starts hitting like that and everything, then go ahead and look for buys up in this area after it's kind of made its way up and bounced off of it, and have targets just right there and there for now until everything kind of settles. New Zealand Chef, it is just right on our take profit 1 reversal area, so I'm looking for it to probably just come up to here possibly, and then work its way most likely down near this buy zone right here before possible reversal. But at least for next week, probably just a little bit of a movement up there, and then probably just some activity down in this area. New Zealand Japan, it's also dropped nicely, so same thing for just a little bit of a retest right around there possibly. And then this one should at least hit our take profit 1 area for New Zealand, Japan, New Zealand dollar. It's already at our take profit 2 area. Everything is getting pretty low down there. But this is a giant buy zone, so just kind of be careful. We may get retesting up there. I don't even know if we'll get it quite that high on this one, but we could. And then probably have more of the activity for the week in this area right here for New Zealand dollar. Dollar CAD. On this one, I'd trade a little bit more careful as well. Just kind of wait for the breakout, see how these candles closed under the breakout area, wait for a good close above this, and look for just the target right there at your take profit 1, which is also right in line with the 200 and 800 EMA. And then if it is retesting above it, we can look for our take profit 2 to get hit. Same thing on the other end. If we get candles, see, I had these candles closing under it. Really, when the start of the week happened, it was closing under it, and it went ahead and hit both the take profits right away. So same thing on the other end for shorting it. Dollar Chef, we're hit our take profit 2 area already, so I'm kind of looking for a little bit of activity in this area. If we break under the take profit 1, then for it to just go ahead and work its way back down. Honestly, looking at support levels right around the 50 EMA, then the 800, and then the 200's actually right in the middle of our retest zone, so most likely we'll see it testing right around our retest zone for next week. In dollar Japan, it's already kind of retesting our zone, so I'm just looking for it to kind of stay around here. Like I said, you can see how the 50, it kind of likes to hit these EMAs when it does and kind of stay there for a minute, so look for that. And then once we do have a break of it, notice how it's right above our breakout area right there. Once we do get a move under that, then it should drive it pretty nicely down towards our take profit 1 area, and it'll probably hold it as support for a little bit, then drive it towards the 200, which is right here. For the week, I don't know if we'll hit take profit 2 honestly next week, but so that's all the main pairs. So like I said, we do got our Facebook group. It is on our YouTube channel. There's a link to it if you want to go there and request to join our group for additional help. So hopefully this kind of helps out for our weekly analysis for all the main 28 pairs. All right, thanks everyone.